Just in, Princess Leonor's surprise appearance stuns King Willem-Alexander. Europe reacts. The royal tour was quiet. The king stood poised. Then, she appeared. Unexpected. Unannounced. Princess Leonor stunned King Willem-Alexander. Europe watched. Questions flooded. What really happened just now? She emerged from the crowd. A figure in white. The Spanish flag behind her. King Willem-Alexander's face ashen, paused mid-step. Everyone gasped. That moment changed everything. Today, Princess Leonor of Spain made a surprise appearance at the Dutch-Spanish Cultural Summit in The Hague. No prior announcement. No expected agenda. Yet she stood there, alive, radiant, commanding attention. Within seconds, security closed in, diplomats scrambled, and cameras turned. Guardians tried to steer her away. But she paused, raised a hand, and faced the king. He, momentarily unprepared, bowed. She smiled. A greeting without script. A royal chess move executed in real time. Europe's social media exploded. Newsrooms shifted gear. Ambassadors whispered, "Why here? Why now?" This wasn't a staged event. It was spontaneous. She walked through the palace gardens earlier that morning, she told aides, wanting to breathe fresh air. And somehow, she drifted into the summit's venue. She passed through side corridors, unnoticed until she stepped into the hall. She saw Willem-Alexander for the first time in months, at a European event tied to cultural diplomacy and shared heritage. She extended her hand. Her presence shifted the tone of the opening remarks. Inside, the king froze. Then recovered. He greeted her, awkward but respectful. Speakers faltered. Diplomats blinked. In that moment, she became the headline. Not just a princess in passing, but a force. Princess Leonor, Crown Princess of Spain. Trained for duty from childhood. Groomed for statecraft, but always under strict protocol. King Willem-Alexander, monarch of the Netherlands. A monarch whose reign is marked by modernization, media savvy, and quiet diplomacy. The two have met before, state visits, royal galas, but always within tight security, tight protocol. Tonight, Leonor's move broke the script. Royal watchers recall their last meeting in Madrid 2 years ago. They exchanged formal pleasantries while Spanish and Dutch delegations flanked them. Now, no entourage, no cameras, just presence. This surprise appearance is the kind of moment monarchies try to avoid, or stage. Yet she bypassed both. What did she intend? Was it a message, a diplomatic jab, or a personal statement? What was King Willem-Alexander thinking? Shock, respect, fear of protocol breach. How did Spanish courtiers react? Are royal advisors scrambling behind the scenes? Will this stunt have fallout, diplomatic, familial, constitutional? What will she do next? Return to Spain quietly, step into the media storm. Across Europe, capitals are watching. Stockholm, London, Brussels, Bonn, Rome. In Spain, palace officials issued terse statements. She was in the Netherlands in a private capacity. Yet within hours, Spanish Foreign Ministry called the Dutch mission to clarify. In The Hague, Dutch royals expressed surprise, but also praise for her courage. The princess embodies modern monarchy, said one court statement. King Willem-Alexander's office has yet to respond beyond a short line. The appearance was unexpected, and he received her with dignity. Ambassadors between Spain and the Netherlands are coordinating talking points. Some fear the move could be interpreted as overreach, or worse, a slight to Dutch sovereignty. Yet others interpret it as a bold bridge. Cultural diplomacy over political tension. A princess stepping beyond national boundaries to embody shared European identity. In Madrid, Leonor's mother, Queen Letizia, watched news feeds with growing anxiety. Palace courtiers say she tried to dissuade the appearance. She warned of backlash, protocol violations, and risk to Spain's international standing. King Felipe, meanwhile, expressed restrained support. He couldn't stop her, one insider says. He knew she would act if she thought it meaningful. Among Spanish royal advisors, panic ensued. Damage control, messaging, spin. Some hardline monarchists muttered, "A princess shouldn't surprise another sovereign like this." Others whispered, "A queen must be bold." Imagine the hall in The Hague. Tall windows, pale stone, soft afternoon light. Delegates seated in rows. Flags of Spain, the Netherlands, EU banners. At the entrance, Leonor in white gown, understated elegance. No fanfare, just footsteps. She walked slowly, past ambassadors, past press, eyes turned, cameras panned, a ripple of whispers. When she reached the front, she paused, let the room collect its breath. Then she stepped forward. Behind her, the sunlight shimmered, her silhouette framed by flags. She became both symbol and story. Spanish state media published the appearance within minutes. Opinion columns erupted. Was she reckless? Visionary? Reckless? In Spain's parliament, opposition leaders demanded explanation. The government responded with a diplomatic note. She was a private visitor, not on state business. But that phrasing only fueled more questions. If private, why in a public summit? If public, why no prior announcement? In Madrid tonight, Leonor will address her people. In a televised statement, she will explain. She will own it. Across the Netherlands, royal watchers expect a joint meeting between Spanish and Dutch courts. They may issue a joint communiqué. Will this act alter her standing? Perhaps elevate her stature, or expose fault lines in Spanish court? Will she face consequence, or be lauded as a modern queen in waiting? From one angle, this is theater. A calculated leap into history. From another, it's impulsive. A moment of feminine agency breaking structure. But what's undeniable is this: she shifted conversation. She forced attention. She redirected royal gravity. Europe will talk about this for weeks. Royal scholars will dissect it. Diplomats will read into tone, gaze, protocol. And for the Spanish monarchy, this moment becomes part of its legacy. Princess Leonor did not wait. She did not ask permission. She acted. And King Willem-Alexander, when he bowed to her, did not cease to be king. He acknowledged a presence he did not foresee. This appearance is more than a scene. It is a declaration. A princess ready to own her role. To navigate diplomacy and daring. To become more than tradition, and maybe, a force that redefines it. Tonight, Europe reacts. Tomorrow, history writes. Because just in, Princess Leonor stunned a king. And in doing so, she startled an entire continent.